Hi guys, this is Simon Kinsinger with Clear Financial Vision. Wanted to jump on here real quick with another quick video for you guys. And today we want to talk a little bit about life insurance and when you should have a life insurance policy. So, what is life insurance? So, life insurance is basically, if you think about insurance on your vehicle, you're insuring your vehicle in case something happens to that vehicle. The insurance company will then pay you a lump sum so that you can buy a new vehicle or repair the damages to that vehicle or whatever. Life insurance is similar, so it really is to protect your income and your family. So, life insurance protecting your income, we talk about that. So, if you have a family and you're bringing in the income for your family and something happens to you, that income stops, right? And that's what life insurance is. If something happens to you, you die, you're no longer providing that income, life insurance will pay you a lump sum to continue providing that income, um, or to generate a new source of income so that your family is continued to be taken care of even when you are no longer there. And that's what life insurance is. And that's what life insurance is for. A lot of people think of life insurance or have the idea that life insurance can help create wealth or help create, another avenue for savings and investments. And that's not what life insurance is for. There are types of life insurance. And like I said, we have another video coming out later in the month that we're going to discuss more of the different types of life insurance. So I won't go in depth with that here, but there are types of life insurance that you can have a cash value side or an investment side to the life insurance. And that can be beneficial in some cases, but most of the time it is way more beneficial for you to separate those. And because that's not really what life insurance was meant to be. Life insurance is meant to be a protection specifically to replace your income if you, as the primary income earner, are no longer there to earn that income. Does that make sense? So now, when should you have a life insurance policy? When should you pursue getting a life insurance policy? My answer to that question is anybody and everybody should have a life insurance policy. If you're over 18 and there's any chance that sometime in your future you might, have a family or think about having a family, you need a life insurance policy. But so primarily though, once you do have a family, you definitely need a life insurance policy. And that is by far the most important. I'm passionate about this because before I went into finance, I worked full time as an EMT and I still work part time as an EMT. And so I'm out in the community a lot and I see catastrophic events happen to people all the time. And, you might have a completely healthy person one day become, be in the hospital with no longer able to bring in income the next, or, be in a tragic accident and die, or have a heart attack and they were completely healthy the day before. I've seen so much of that, and especially the past 2 years with COVID, we've seen some of that, the uncertainty of what life is. And so life insurance is a huge necessity when, especially once you do have a family and kids that are relying on you and the income you're bringing in. So some questions you need to ask yourself is, what will happen to me or to my family if what will happen to my family if I am no longer bringing in the income? What am I going to do to replace that income? And how can I make sure that my kids and my family are still taken care of and are still going to be able to live a good lifestyle if I am no longer here, right? And so, you might be a family, you might be married, you might have a husband or a wife, and you're listening to this and you're saying, well, they'll take care of, if something happens to me, they'll take care of the kids, right? Well, true. But you also have to look at this as, okay, so both of us are going to work right now, right? If you're married. So both of us are assisting in helping take care of the kids. What happens if something happens to one of us? Our income gets cut in half or gets cut by a good bit, right? So what are we going to do to replace that income that is being cut out? Um, so that those are questions you need to think about. And then if you're a single mom or a single parent, you need to really highly consider these things, because what is going to happen to your kids when you are no longer bringing in that income? And these are hard things and hard questions we have to ask ourselves, but they are definitely worth asking, because like I said, I've seen so much. I'm out in the community a lot. I see these types of things happen to people, and if you're not prepared for them, they can be really catastrophic for the family that is left behind. Um, because you're not just cutting out the income, but there might be debt involved, and now the family has to figure out how to pay off that debt, or how to pay for the funeral, or how to take care of the kids or the family that's left behind. And so with life insurance, all of those things can be figured into that lump sum that you're getting paid, and that can provide that income, or the money to pay off the debt, or the money to pay for the funeral, whatever is needed from that. And what that allows you to live your life now with confidence, knowing that your kids and your family are going to be taken care of if something happens to you. And that is important to me, and it should be important, I think, to anybody who has a family. So thank you for watching this video. I hope I've added some value and some great insight to this topic for you guys. And like I said, look for our next video coming out about the different types of life insurance later in the month, and I hope to see you in that one as well. So I hope you guys have a great week.